Hey everybody, I'm Ivonix, and this is Nor'easter, or at least a demo for Nor'easter, which is a very colorful looking point-and-click game that is still in development, but has a demo out, so I thought I would check it out. Okay, just plopping us down into this nice colorful little forest with no introduction of any kind. I guess this is supposed to be a prototype and all that, so... Alright, so we got our little leaf. A ... which I'm guessing means we can talk to somebody. Are we the jackalope or that owl man? Yeah, there we go. Hello there, young chicken. Wait, are you a chicken? Oh, we're just gonna nod our head. Agree. Ha! I can spot them instantly. I'm quite famous for my knowledge about animals. Mostly chickens, though. Now, what is it that you want? I'm quite busy, you know. Passage is blocked? What passage? I didn't look around enough, apparently. Why do you look like a moth? He's supposed to be a mothman, not an owl man. What is this place? Have you seen two little boys or a lumberjack? Why do you look like a moth? I can tell from the look in your eyes that you are asking yourself, why does this handsome fellow look like a moth? Well, first of all, thank you for the compliment. Second of all, why do you look like a jackalope if you're a chicken? See? It's easy to be confused for another species. I once met a guy who thought I looked like a summer breeze. Okay, I didn't meet him as such. It was more of a dream. Okay, it was a dream, but my point stands. I'm not a moth, okay? The passage is blocked. Ah yes, I sense you're seeking passage to the other part of the forest. Well, I'm afraid only the most worthy of chickens can go there. Unless, of course, they're already there. I can't do much about that. My jurisdiction is limited to this here part of the forest. But if you want to go past me, you'll have to prove your worth, young chicken. How? Well, I shall give you a glorious quest to perform. I need you to capture the sun and moon. Well, great. Into a glass jar. Impossible, you say? Yeah, probably. Good luck, though. Although, also, this jar doesn't have a lid, but the bigger the challenge, the bigger the reward, or so they say. Probably not true in this case, though. I'm not a moth, by the way. What is this place? I can see from the way you move your antlers that you want to ask, what is this place? Well, that's quite a philosophical question, especially for a young chicken such as yourself. We're in a forest, but what is a forest? And what is being? What is anything? You gave me quite a headache with that question, young chicken. But what is a headache? And what is a chicken? Okay, I know what a chicken is. You, for example, you're a chicken. I'm not a moth, by the way. Then again, what is moth? Have you seen two little boys or a lumberjack? Without the presence of my lawyer, I haven't seen anything or anyone. I lived through the 60s and the 70s, young chicken. I know my rights and also when to keep my mouth shut. And that's 1860s and 70s, by the way. The real hardcore ones. Jar lid. Ah, yes, the jar lid. Never been too good with those. Great with jars. Sure, I've got jars by the score. Thousands of them. But jar lids? You can't even give them names. Other than Lidna, of course. Jars, on the other hand, jars are easy. You'd call them Jarmaine, Jarston, Jark, Jarn Baptiste, Jarmaine Jr., Jar Jr. But I digress. Your jar doesn't have a lid, so the sun and moon will just fly out, but there has to be a lid somewhere in the forest. Thus speaketh the ancient laws of nature. People leave tons of garbage everywhere, so you just have to look very hard and believe in yourself, or in jar self. Heh. Just a little jar-based joke to lighten up the mood. Did you know I write most of my material myself? Yeah, I can tell, on conversation. Okay. Beautiful hopping animation. Is this the little barricade that's blocking us from reaching the rest of the forest? Okay, so we got an arrow to go that way. Can I hop past him? Is he gonna let me? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that brings up inventory. Maybe... So I says to Sheila, I says to her, listen, doll, give me some of that sweet sugar and I'm yours, 'cause, you know, who doesn't like sugar, am I right, Cyrus? Yeah, naturally, sugar's the best, especially when you don't have teeth that could go bad. Exactamundo, my brother, but do you know what she says to that thing that I says to her? No, I don't know, Jericho. She says to me, Sheila, that is, she says to me, wait, Jericho, I think someone's listening to us. What? That ain't nowhere near the thing she says to that thing that I says to her, Cyrus. No, I mean, right now, look it to the side. Oh dear, and my heavens, have mercy. Hey, pal, yeah, you, the rabbit with the hippie antler things. Mind giving us some privacy? I swear is the nerve on some people. Beat it, pal. Okay. We cannot talk with the... Can I use the jars on these guys? Probably. Maybe. Oh, that's very kind of you, I guess, but no thank you. We got a glowing mushroom. What the fuck is that? It's like pollen. Beehive. Maybe we can catch some bees. Or not. Okay. That's a thing. Can't go off this way. Well, okay then. Like how the bees buzz around me, but they don't actually sting me. Guess we'll see what was off the other side of the screen. Oh! He's missing a leg and a foot. That foot looks freshly cut off. So, what's your story, pal? Hey there, Jack. What you up to, Jackie Jack Jack? Me, I've been trying to grab this darn moon and put it into a glass jar for the last 40 years. A quest from the elders of the forest, of all things. Seemed easy at first. I love grabbing things. It actually used to get me into a lot of trouble back in the old days when I lived in one of them whatchamacallit societies, you know? Apparently you shouldn't just grab things at a whim. That's what they said, them society folks. Bastards. They sent me here to ask the elders for guidance, but you know, but then the elders told me to put the moon into a glass jar, and so here I am, 40 long years, and still nothing. Starting to think might have been one of them metaphors of all things. A jar lid. Oh, Jacksonville, your jar doesn't have a lid. That's a darn shame. I guess I could give you mine. After 40 years, I'm starting to realize I might not capture this darn moon after all, but could you do something for me in return? Thing is, I lost my jacket, you see. I didn't want it to get dirty while trying to grab the moon, so I hanged it on a branch of a teeny tiny tree. 40 years later, I turn around and guess what happened? The darn tree has grown. Unbelievable. It's huge now. Such bad luck, and it's getting quite cold. If you get me that jacket, Jack, I'll give you the lid. Elders of the Forest? Ah, you'd like to know more about the Elders of the Forest. Well, some people say they are older than time itself. Others say they used to be human, but acquired godlike powers through black magic. Then again, my old math teacher used to say that one day they just kind of got lost during a family trip, and they were too embarrassed to admit it, and so they stayed in the forest as if it was on purpose. So, who are you? Name's Peter Peterson Jr. My father was the original Peter Peterson, and he was son of Peter, hence the her name Peter Son. Me, I'm also a son of Peter, but my dad Peter is already called Peterson, so I just have to be either Peterson, or Peterson's son, and that's just darn silly. Hence, Peter Peterson Jr. Other than that, and me trying to grab this darn moon for the last 40 years, there's not much to tell. Oh, and I really hate them darn squirrels. Have I mentioned that they stole my foot? I fear they might think I'm a nut. I'm not a nut. The foot? Oh, Jack Jakenhall. You'd like to hear more about my poor old foot? Well, one of them days I woke up, and there it was, or rather, there it wasn't, my own foot. Gone like a teenager's dream when he grows up and realizes that the world ain't all roses and ice cream. No idea what happened, what went wrong. No clue why Cheryl dumped you. But I did see a squirrel dashing away with a human foot. Was it mine? Maybe. Couldn't really tell from the distance, and it's not like I could chase it right. Darn it. Been fighting them squirrels my whole life, but in the end they just might have gotten the best of me. Bastards. On the other hand, it's sort of like in that ever-popular Broadway musical, Footloose? What? My foot got loose. Footloose. Can't put on any shoes. I'm not gonna sing that to the Kenny Loggins tune. In case you were wondering, end of conversation. Oh, there's his jacket. Ah, there's, that thingamajig. Well, let's investigate this. Oh, this is nice. Got all our, constellations out there. Interestingly enough, the, oh! How'd I manage to do that? Now they're all sad. Oops. Oh, I'm a jerk. Oh, that was easy. Here you go, bud. My jacket! Thank you oh so very much, little Jackie Jack from Jacksonville, Florida. Now I'm only getting back my family, friends, and the last 40 years of my life was as easy as that. Could you help me with that as well, Jackie Jack Kennedy Chan Jack? Could you? Unless... Wait, one of them whatchamacallit minutes. Maybe this is what I was meant to learn in this darn forest? I think I have to become my own man, Jackie Jackson 5. I can see it oh so clearly now. Here, take this lid and good luck. I would give you my jar as well, but in the last 40 years I realized that jars can be used as novelty cups. Imagine that. People drinking from jars. Imagine. There must be money in this, and if there isn't, I can just put the money literally into the jar. It's a foolproof idea. Although I think I'm gonna stay here and work on my business plan a little while longer. Okay, so we got our jar lid now. Can I, like, combine those? Yep. Let's see what's in here. The fuck? What the fuck is this? This is... some bizarre shit. I do not know what I'm supposed to be accomplishing here. Oh, well, that's lit up now. No, none of them are lit up. What the fuck? Can I get them all onto like one, like one segment? Well, at this point, I think it's, it seems pretty obvious that I need to get, like, since these are all yellow and these are all red, I need to get all the yellow bugs on these ones and the red ones on these ones, which is probably gonna be more difficult now that I've got a whole shit ton of them grouped together. Maybe. We'll see. No, 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 fuck. There we go. Alright. Okay. Got this one isolated, there we go. There we go. That should have been obvious from the get-go. So now that I've done that, what did that accomplish? Is the question now. Now, is something gonna be different if I, look on the moon? I don't know. Nope, still just got sad aliens. Didn't find a squirrel either. Can't access my inventory in here, so... I don't suppose I can, scoop up any buggies. Ah. Nope. Does not work. Well, okay. Alright, can't talk to him anymore. Well, perhaps... Let's see if he has anything new to say. Yes, yes. Alright, nope, just have the same old dialogue options. Maybe I can catch some of those bees, now that I have a jar with a lid. Oh. I did not realize I could hop all the way over here. And, okay. Oh, now I'm covered in pollen. Why can't I, poke the bee nest anymore? They just tell me to go away. What on earth? And nothing happens when I click on the beehive anymore. Oh, okay. What? Some weird paths going on. Just hippity-hop my way up through the air. You know, no big deal. Now that I'm a pollen-covered jackalope. And yeah, can't do anything. Beehive does not... Oh! Never mind! Okay, I got honey. Cool, can I give some honey to these things? Good heavens, honey! Can't say no to that. And now I've got these two little glowy guys inside a thing of honey. Does that count as having the moon and sun in there? Okay, wait, hang on, end conversation. Can I give this to you now? You're back, young chicken, and you brought me the sun and the moon in a glass jar. Impressive, let's take a look at it. It's beautiful. Somehow I feel like running around it and hitting it with my body once in a while. Strange. I'm not a moth, by the way. I just have weird eyebrows, okay? Had them ever since I was little. My mother used to say that I will grow into them someday. Instead, they kept on growing with me. Anyway, you want to be granted passage to the next part of the forest, so here you go. Good luck, young chicken. Ta-da! Oh, and he's got, like, the little, like, spindly hands. Ta-da! Prototype by Ready Games, or perhaps Red Eye Games, but, regardless. That was apparently the end of the, demo. Yeah, definitely can see that it, needs a bit of work, but, I mean, one of the best things it has going for it is the artwork, because it is very pretty to look at. But, anyways, that was the demo for Nor'easter. Thanks for watching. Until next time, rock on.